What are you waiting for? Do it!
Hi guys, welcome back. This is 2000 Gaming again, bring another King of Fire All-Star content. So right now, we're talking about the DEIMOS bases. As you can see here, I've completed that one in one day. So if you want to see that one live, I have a stream that I streamed yesterday. I did it within 2 hours because I've been like mix and matching what needs to be done, experimenting on what to be done in order for me to finish that. But most likely you can finish that if you have well developed unit less than 2 hours, maybe like an hour or something, an hour and a half would be I think the max that you can finish this one if you're really concentrated on what you're doing. But I did that in 2 hours, so if you're a veteran or a mid-game, probably you can do that one on a lesser time. Okay, so right now we're talking about DEIMOS base and what are the rule of thumb that you need to think, okay, before coming in here. If you're a new players, you're gonna be having a hard time. Just want to point it out because the thing is, you don't have that much units, you don't have that much cards, you don't have that one to get the CP requirements. But even though without the CP requirements, there's still ways on you how to clear this, but I'll be talking about that on a later time after this. Okay, so new players will be having a hard time. Mid-game, end-game, mid-game you're not gonna be having a bit of a hard time, but for end-game players, you're just gonna be caking this without any problems. Okay, so let's start. The season info is on the left side, so it's gonna be showing you what are the buffs that's gonna be given to you here. So you need to try to maximize your runs by getting all of this one seasonal enhancement for your characters. If you have EX fighters which are really strong, put them here. And yeah, that's it. Just look at this one, and then that's the buffs that it will be given to you. And always remember, in DEIMOS base, all significant fighter power charge rate decreases. This affects stacks and it's subject to change in each season. Okay, so previous iterations of DEIMOS base is they decrease your PG gain exponentially to where you can't really gain PG. It's really hard. It's really hard in the DEIMOS base in the past, but right now it's much more tolerable because of the things that I'm gonna be talking about further on this talk. Okay, so that's it. Always remember that PG gain, you gain PG quite slowly when advancing through stages. Okay, and then when you go here, you need to remember your applied buffs. Okay, always remember there's applied buffs whenever you hit the stage. Whenever you complete the stage, there will be a buff there. Always remember what are your strongest characters in your lineup and what are they balance, attack, defense. Always remember that things. And always remember, guys, that where are their hyper armor skills at. Okay, where are their hyper skill armor at. You need to think about those things because as you can see here, let's go about my buffs and how did I manage to go about this. Okay, so see, look at this. 10% chance to decrease active cooldown by 1% upon landing an active skill. So cooldown is 5 seconds. Decrease active skill cooldown. So guys, it's really important to keep your hyper armor up. And if you have skill 1 hyper armor ability, you can use this one. Or if for example I have this is very important for me. Okay, because I have Goki, that's Akuma, and I have Chun-Li. So both of them has their hyper armor on the second skill, the nostalgic Chun-Li, by the way. So it's 4% chance to reset active 2 cooldown upon landing an active 2 skill. Cooldown is 10 seconds, so it will reset my hyper armor. Okay, always remember, try to find out. It's very easy. It's just like in any other gacha. Because I've played lots of gachas in my life, so always remember, think about the skills that you have a hyper armor on, and if in every stage it shows you, if it gives you that option to choose that one, guys, choose that one so that it will reset your hyper armor to give you more chances of you getting immune to damage. Okay, so and then always remember, if you have a balanced attack or defense type character. So I'm focusing this one on balanced type fighters, damage by 34%, because my Chun-Li is not that high enough of a CP compared to my nostalgic Chun-Li and Akuma. So it's all about your preference. And then I'm also thinking about the dot damage that they're gonna be implying. There's gonna be new characters inside the DEIMOS base, the balls. Okay, there's a blue ball, there's a red ball, there's a bleed ball, there's a light ball, there's a dark ball. All of the dots, it's there. You can see it like when you come into that DEIMOS base option, and also there's a poison ball as well, like color green. It's like representation of what the dot damage is. It's fairly easy. So I always use I like just think about like usually what are like the damage that you're getting dealt with, but I feel like burn and bleed always comes into mind whenever the balls are coming out. Okay, that's why I'm putting in burn damage. So, and then also there's lots of options wherein it recovers 21 like HP on your characters. If you have a pure purple character, or if you have if your purple character is not that strong, or if your other character is not that strong, try to grab that opportunity in the options, guys. Every time you clear the stage, just look at where will you gain that advantage going forward to the DEIMOS base through the levels. Okay, that's just my gist of that. Okay, fairly easy, but like the main point twist here is in the new DEIMOS base, you can reset cooldown of your hyper armor state. It depends on where your hyper armor state is, and you target that. If it's either active skill 2 or active skill 3 or active skill 1, it's all up to you, and try to take advantage of that opportunity. Okay, so that's it. And also, guys, there's also cooldowns on your supers as well. So decrease the cooldown of Unite moves by 5%. It's up to you if you want to use this one, or if you want to increase your attack speed, or if you want to increase your basic attack power. Okay, there's 3. And I also do critical damage. Whenever I see this critical damage, it always puts a green light. I always pick this one, critical damage or critical rate. Okay, critical damage. See, I'm at number 6 times 6 already. Where's my critical rate? So see, the highest buffs that I have is my critical rate and critical damage, because every time you hit, even with the supers, and every time you hit basic attacks or your skills, again, critical damage plays a vital role, and critical rate plays a vital role, especially in your attack type fighters. If you have attack type based fighters, it will exponentially increase their damage more. Okay, but again, it's still up to your preference. You might pick up the cooldown reduction for your active skill, or you might pick other, like there's also a roll whenever you roll here. No, here. So increase damage by 30% for 5 seconds upon using forward roll. So cooldown is 15 seconds. Again, guys, try to find out also if, because rolling here, usually you need to roll to avoid that the enemies. Okay, because the thing is, in DEIMOS base, sometimes your hyper armor will not be there. It might get removed by the balls, because the balls removes. If you get hit by the balls, you might get stunned, and it might get your hyper armor might get removed. So you need to roll and try to avoid those characters as best as you can, so that your hyper armor will come back to the regular state. Okay, so after we talked about this one, we're gonna go into, well, just like, let's just go to, where are we going? Let's just go to the simplest one. We're not gonna go to the hard. So we're talking about now the characters. Okay, so again, the CP requirement, final CP requirement, as you can see here, final CP requirement would be, come on bruh, at tier 50 it's 163,000, guys. The CP requirement down, you can see this one, 163,500. Okay, and then there's gonna be applied dungeon effect here. You can use this one, but like, no, you don't really need to think about this one. Just put in your strongest unit here just to get the CP requirements. But still, even without CP requirements, you can avoid that CP requirements by using dot explosion, the 5.5 dot explosion characters. So if you have dot explosion characters, the characters which have 5.5 remove dot and then inflicts damage, that's gonna be your dot explosion, guys. So if you have Terry Bogart, if you have Luke, if you have Ryu, Akuma, lots of characters here with dot explosions. Just like, look at your roster. It's all about the roster, guys. Like, if you have rosters that have dot explosion, then grab the chance and get that opportunity to use them in DEIMOS base But the thing is, like, if your CP is low, one hit for mirror characters, just like you're playing Reviving Hell's Dungeon, if you get hit, the damage is really high, okay? The damage is really high if you don't have that kind of CP requirement, okay? You can pass on that level, but always remember, try to roll the best you can and try to survive so that you don't get hit, okay? If you get hit and if you have low CP requirements, you're practically screwed, okay? So we've done with the buffs, we've done with the CP requirements, that you can avoid that one also by using 5.5 dot explosion. But still, again, try not to get hit. Try not to get hit. Okay? So we'll talk about what strikers are you gonna be doing. Okay, the strikers, for me, the best 3 strikers is heal over time. But you can also use characters that can just heal very quickly, like one spot heal. So this is gonna be your one spot heal characters. If you have where is that one heal character? So for example, you have this, you have New Tengu, recovers active team members HP by 12%. So it's instantaneously heals your character by 12%. It's good, but I feel like heal through overtime is the best in the striker department. So I'll show you the 3 best heal overtime strikers. Okay, so I'm just gonna point it out here. Where are we going? So we're gonna get Melee, 2001 Melee here. It's really good striker. Where's my Melee at? Yeah, here. See, look at Melee. Where's sorry about that. I removed Melee. Let's go to Melee. Where you at, Melee? Where you at? Where you at? So here. So as you can see here, recovers HP of active team members by 3% every second for 7 seconds and increase their attack by 12. So it doesn't only heal, it also increases attack. And 3% HP every 7 seconds. That's a big amount, because like if you have like maybe 200,000 like HP or something, or 100,000 HP, it's gonna heal a lot compared to like plus it heals over time, so it's much better. So Melee, so it's either, if you don't have this one, again, if you don't have heal over time strikers, you can just use the insta heal strikers as well. So Melee is one. Joey-Gashi is the second. Recovers active team members HP by 10%. This one is higher. And decrease damage received. This is crazy. It also decreases your damage by 60% for 5 seconds. And then Athena, the green Athena. She's not only a good striker but a good leadership skill as well. So where's my Athena here? Here. My Athena died. My Athena died. Where? Because I used her as my leadership. So technically, if if she dies, you cannot use her as a striker, okay? If she dies, you can't use her as a striker. But like, thankfully, I've finished this one already. So again, Athena recovers the active fighter's HP by 2% every 3 seconds. This is a good leadership skill if you only have 2 strong characters. But the thing is, you need to swap her very quickly, okay? Because she dies very quick because of her low CP. The only thing that she can do now is like give your 2 characters healing. If like you can see, I did that trick on tier 50 because my Chun-Li died, okay? You can just go to watch my stream and you will see all of what's going on there. And again, she's a good leadership, but like, don't put her as a leadership, because once she dies, you cannot use her as a striker. She is much better to be a striker than a leadership. But like, if you really don't have characters, you can use her as a leadership skill and use those 2 of your best units as characters that can clean the boss really quickly. Okay, talking about healing, also I've heard about Orochi 97 with his crazy heals. You can use that as well. Also guys, you can use Cronen. Cronen is really good in the guild raid boss here. I don't have Cronen, but like, he's really good because of his heals when he cast his ultimate, okay? Whenever somebody casts his ultimate, he heals, okay? Let's go to the codex. Go to the codex here. So you've learned about all of the healing strikers. So again, instantaneous heal strikers like 12% heal is good, but like heal over time is much better. So those 3 best units are Melee 2001, AS Joe Higashi, and again, Athena, the green defense Athena are the 3 best heal overtime strikers in the game. Also again, Athena, the defense green Athena would be also a good leadership if you only have 2 strong characters, okay? So we're just talking about like discussing things. So let's go to Cronin. Where's Cronin here? Where are they at? King of Fighters 15. I don't have Cronin, but you can see here. So his core effect. So his sustain is crazy because he has immune to damage every 15 seconds. 30% chance also. And also when HP of like he has immune to damage, lots of immune damage. Look at this. It's crazy, guys. So recovers 15% of HP when attacked with ultimate move. Okay, so those if he gets hit by an ultimate move, he gains HP. So if you have a Cronin, good for you because you're gonna kick this game. Okay, kick this game. Also again, Shermie is also a good choice in a healing striker because what? Why is she good? Because of her third skill. Because she heals everybody. She's the only character that does that. Okay, she's the only character who does that. It's just like Chizuru that gives PG to all characters, even they're in the bench. So she has this one as well. If you have a Shermie, so recovers all team members' HP by 5% upon use, guys, upon use. So if your teammates are in the bench, they're still getting heals from this lady. This is really, really wonderful, and she's a great character. I wish I have her 3 stars, but I don't, and it's sad, but it is what it is. Okay, I'm free to play, and that's life for you there. It's crazy, guys. And she also has, again, immune to damage. And Lady Choi as well is good. So technically, guys, all of the characters that are new, Cronin, AS Choi, Shermie, Gato is also good here because Gato supports AS Shermie and AS Choi and then EX Shermie. Okay, guys, everybody are really, really good here. So again, guys, always think about your 5 times explosion characters, healing strikers, okay, and characters that can heal exponentially. And also, guys, always remember the cards. Cards are really important, and I think the best cards for this one is cards that increases CP. So what I have right now, so I'm gonna show you. So the 3 cards that I'm using, because I'm using Street Fighter, right? Plus also, guys, it's really cool because like I'm having Akuma. I have the Conqueror's set. So the Conqueror set, if you're a Street Fighter character, if you're an EX Street Fighter character, it will exponentially increase your CP. So right now, he's only 3 stars, but I have him at 170. So that grants my CP requirement for the whole DEIMOS base. So I don't really need to have problems with this. So he's not gonna die that quickly. So some people have like A7, it's gonna be much easier. But like me as a free-to-play player, I'm just lucky enough to have Akuma's A3. So that's it, Akuma A3. And also, very, very important, that's why I'm really happy because my nostalgic Chun-Li is defense, right? And my Chun-Li is balanced. So what I did was, I put the Cronin set in my nostalgic Chun-Li, boosting her CP to like 171. He's A7. Practically, she's a free character. You can easily A7 her. If you have the change up kit for her previously when you're having the Street Fighter collaboration, you should have used the change up characters. Like my advice is, when you get the main memory of the character, don't use that for awakening. Use that for change up. Okay, save those for change up. So that's why I easily got her to level 7. Okay, that's really, really easy. And then this Cronin card gives on the third skill, third set. This is the craziest part. This will bypass everything on the PG gain department. Okay, that's why you need to watch this video of mine because I teach you all of the tips and tricks and how to deal with DEIMOS base. Okay, so 30% chance to have a 5 power charge. It's really, really important. You will see it in my stream. Even though the PG gain is really low on DEIMOS base, you gain 5 PG very quickly when you use this Cronin set card for your defense type characters. You can also use this one to all of your characters, but like defense characters will have more of the opportunity here because the second set will give you 35,000 CP for a defense type fighter, which is really good because without this, my Chun-Li is really low. And then also, when you're having the Swift banner right now, Like the Swift banner right now is crazy as well for balance and defense. It's really good. Like they really made this one. I think they think this through before they made this. That's why Netmarble is really smart. So they think this one through because they want to introduce the DEIMOS base and Cronen from that Cronen banner, from our Chermi banner right now, and when that card set is, it's all for the DEIMOS base. Again, this Swift set has the same one as the Cronen set, which is 30% chance to gain 5 power. I'm always having this kind of like set. And the skills, 30% is a big chunk of, and then increases defense type fighters and balance type fighters combat power rate 30,000. That's why my Chun-Li gets to have 169,000 at A3. So that's it. That's it, guys. So those cards, those new characters, if you have them leveled up, they're really good. But even if you don't have them, you have alternative characters such as 5.5 dot explosion. Find those characters that have 5.5 dot explosion, okay? And also healing strikers is really important, much better healing over time. And if you have only 2 characters, try to use Athena as your leader and swap her very quickly because you don't want her to die on that stage, because once your character dies, you can't use them anymore. So that's it, just a short video. Again, the dot damage balls can remove your hyper armor and can stun you. The quick thing you need to do, okay, is to swap your characters as quick as you can. Try not to let them die. Okay, so that's it for me. This is again 2300 Gaming, and I'll see you guys on the next one. I hope you enjoyed this video talk, and yeah, that's it for me, and I'm out. Peace out.